I'm back at it again, man. Listen, we got a lot to discuss. 515-602-9639. We're going to be talking about the Jets facing the Titans. We're also going to be talking about the upcoming game against the Patriots. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm going to connect the audio. Hold on.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's going on, folks? It's your boy Long Beach Joe, and I am back at it, back at it, back at it again. Listen, I'm back at it again, man. We have a lot to discuss. The New York Jets are coming off of a big victory, a sloppy victory, but a big victory against the Titans. We get a W on the board. We're going to be talking about that, all right? We're also going to be talking about, what went on during this game, okay? A lot of things going on. We also lost Jermaine Johnson for the season. We're going to have that discussion. We're also going to be talking about the Jets' upcoming game against the Patriots. Okay, we got a lot to discuss. Again, the victory was ugly. It was ugly, but it was a victory nonetheless. So let me go ahead and get into it, okay? Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on the Long Beach Joe Show, okay? I truly appreciate it. And again, I want to thank everybody that listens to me, no matter where you're listening to me from. Your boy is also, okay, on iTunes as well. Going over to iTunes, all right, going over to iTunes, type in The Long Beach Joe Show. Subscribe to the show over there. Give me a 5-star rating. Leave me some feedback and tell me what you think about what I'm doing over here on my show. All right, I want to thank everybody that does that. Again, everybody that listens to me, no matter where you listen to me from. I got people listening to me from overseas. It's crazy. They want to go back and forth, and they want to have a lot of fun. So please, 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 again, going over to iTunes, Long Beach Joe Show, please subscribe and leave me some feedback on there as well. I'm also, okay, on Twitter. I know there's a lot of people that don't like when I say Twitter. Hey, listen, it is what it is, okay? You're going to have to let that go. You're just going to have to let it go, all right? Going over to Twitter, all right, type in at The Long Beach Joe. At The Long Beach Joe on Twitter, okay? Follow your boy. Let's go back and forth. I try to have, civilized discussions over there, but, it doesn't always end up civilized, okay? A lot of people want to have spirited discussions. I'm here for that as well, okay? At The Long Beach Joe, follow your boy, okay? I'll follow you right back, and we'll have a lot of great discussions, okay? And for those of you that may not know, some people just stumble onto it for some reason, right? We also do the show live. We tape this show live. We film the show live. We live stream the show, okay? On YouTube. Come on over to YouTube, all right? Type in Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube, all right? Subscribe to the show. Hit that notification bell so when I post content, you will be in the know, okay? Now, just keep in mind, when you come over here, okay? When you come over here, let it be known, you're going to deal with some folks, okay? My chat, man. And I call my chat the Savages. You want to know why? Because they're savage. Savage! Listen, man. They're savage, all right? They don't care about anything. They will take it to you. If they don't like what you're saying, if they don't like what you're bringing to the table, they're going to let you know about it, all right? Nobody's safe. Not even me, okay? Not even me, all right? And again, I want to thank everybody out there that takes the time to come on by YouTube. Again, Long Beach Joe Jets. And, checks out the content from there as well. Salutes to all the ladies. Again, letting me know that I am an attractive young man. Thank you. Okay. You folks are beautiful as well. All right. So I want to thank everybody for that. So as we get into it, we're going to have the discussion. Salutes to all the savages in the building. JJ, Michael J. Piper, Blog Talk Blows. That's a fact. Okay. That's a fact. He's speaking facts early. Okay. Salutes to Adrian as well. Good to see you in the building. Again, put your thoughts in the chat. Okay. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Okay. We're going to be getting to all the callers as well. Just hold on just a second. We're going to cover this Titans game, and we're going to have that discussion. Okay. We're going to have that discussion. All right. So I want to start off with this game against the Titans. Okay. Woo! It was sloppy. It was sloppy, man. It was sloppy to start out. The Jets came out slow. They came out lethargic. And again, they just came out very, very sloppy, man. Whoa. Listen, early, okay, the New York Jets, the defense couldn't stop the run. Huh? It couldn't stop it. All right. The Titans were just all over the place running the football, and they really mimicked a lot of the things that we saw from the 49ers, right? Which was crazy because I would think the Jets defense would come into the building understanding, hey, this is a copycat league. They're going to try to do the exact same thing that they saw pay dividends for the Niners themselves, okay? Well, Pollard came out and was running all over the place, man. Pollard on the day had 17 carries, 62 yards, but the team as a whole, the Titans team as a whole rushed for 130 yards against the New York Jets defense on the ground. Whew. Let me tell you something else. Dumb penalties, okay? Dumb penalties killed the New York Jets early, okay? The Titans' first drive for a touchdown, the first score that they got on the board, let me tell you what penalties the Jets got to help them along that drive. Tony Adams, got a holding call. That gave him easy free penalty yards. Then there was an offsides call on Tack. That gave them free penalty yards. Then Thomas, our other defensive lineman. Now, he was offside, but that penalty offset a penalty that would have pushed the Titans back because they got a holding call. Well, that holding call didn't matter because we were offsides, so that was done. Next thing you know, Ridley runs around the right end for a 10-yard touchdown on New York Jets. Titans up 7-0. This is insanity. These issues with penalties continue. We saw it last season, right? The Jets being a highly penalized football team. If we're trying to get, right, where we all want to go, where everybody's screaming Super Bowl, everybody's screaming far pushing the playoffs, everybody's screaming those things. Well, guess what? You're not going to get there playing against these upper echelon teams and giving them free yards. Can't do it. The New York Jets had 6 penalties for 65 yards at the half of this game. At the half. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. That's ridiculous. Early in this game, the Titans had an unbelievable amount of momentum. It really looked like they were going to put the Jets' lights out very, very early in this game. It really did look like that. It looked like it was going to be over, and they were shutting things down. They were rolling offensively. They were putting things together. You saw the energy. Juices were flowing. The Titans crowd was into it. It looked like we were going to be cooked. And again, the Jets were just slow-footed, just lethargic, looking sloppy, making bad plays. It was just crazy left and right? And the Titans were on a roll. Well, then in comes your boy Will Levis, okay, to save the day with 2 boneheaded, head-scratching plays. Salutes to Will Levis. Yes. Yes. Will Levis saved the day. He saved the day, okay? As the Titans were rolling, they get in the drive, they're moving, they're heading towards the red zone. It's looking like the Titans are going to finish that drive with some points, right? Looks like they're going to go in for a touchdown. Will Levis drops back, okay? And Will McDonald had 3 sacks on the day, by the way. We're going to be talking about him as well. We're going to be having that discussion because maybe this is this guy showing y'all, again, that he has the talent to really take a step forward and be that guy in this league. I'm not going too far, though. Okay, this is one game. I'm not going too far, and we'll have that discussion. But Will McDonald pushes past an offensive lineman, grabs Will Levis, and he's taking him down for a sack. Well, Will Levis looks around and pitches a ball backwards. I guess he was trying to find a Titans player. That Titans player was nowhere near, nowhere near ready for that. He throws the ball backwards. That's a fumble because it's a backwards pass. There's no one there. Jets hop on the ball and recover it. And I'm beside myself. I'm like, wow, what a terrible play by Will Levis, but what a great play for us, right? Yes. We got this. We got the ball back. Let's go. Will Levis's coach, the Titans head coach, was so beside himself. That was hilarious too. This man literally, they took the camera and looked at him. He literally screams at Will Levis coming to the sidelines, and you can read his lips. He goes, and I got to censor this, but what the heck are you thinking? What are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Will Levis himself grabs his helmet and tugs it down in frustration. He understands that he's done something very boneheaded and really killed the momentum of that drive and really halted what they were, could have done, right? So I'm hyped. Jets get the ball back, right? Will McDonald made a big play. Jets offense couldn't really get anything out of that drive. They end up punting. I'm like, Drats, foiled again, huh? Right? Drats, we foiled again. We couldn't get any scores out of that. All right, we get the ball back. Well, Will Levis back to the rescue again. Once again, another boneheaded play. Let's go. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Well, Will Levis, right, in all his genius, takes a snap, drops back, looks around, and chucks the ball up. And Brandon Eccles, who was starting because DJ Reed was dealing with a knee soreness, a knee situation. Brandon Eccles hops right under it. Boom, picked off. Jets get the ball back after the interception, and the good times are flowing. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, right?
Here we go.
It's our time now. Okay, we've gotten the ball back. Let's make something happen. Well, the Jets were able to put a drive together. Okay, Aaron Rodgers dinking and dunking, moving things moving and shaking. And he finds Braylon Allen for a TD. Okay, and in the passing game, it was a 12-yard touchdown. Man, oh man, that was a beautiful throw, and we made things happen. Okay, let me tell you something. I believe this is Brick City. Hold on 1 second, Brick City. We're coming directly to you. All right. Braylon Allen on the day was great. Okay, 7 carries. Okay, he had 33 yards, had a touchdown as well. He also had 2 catches for 23 yards and a touchdown too. This young man stepped up. And he balled out, okay? Balled out. Now, on the next drive, Titans come out. Again, another bonehead penalty, unnecessary roughness on 3rd and 3 gives the Titans a first down. They end up gathering themselves. They get a field goal out of that drive, and the Jets go into the half down 10-7. Again, the Jets' penalties were just self-inflicted wounds that were completely ridiculous. The Jets had 6 penalties for 65 yards at the half. We only had 16 yards rushing at the half. The Jets had more penalty yards at the half than they had rushing yards. Very sloppy, very slow, very lethargic, right? The Jets were able to come out the second half a bit better, though, right? We had a delay of game to start on the first drive. The delay of games were out of control in this game as well. And the Jets also had to call a lot of timeouts, right? Because we couldn't get the plays going. We couldn't get the plays, out before the clock would go away. That was ridiculous, right? But we were able to get some things moving on a drive. And you saw Aaron Rodgers find Breece Hall for a touchdown pass, 26 yards. Breece got into the end zone. Things really getting rolling, right? Things really getting rolling. Then we saw Irvin Charles block a punt. Irvin Charles, he's putting things together on special teams, man. Yeah. 973, we're coming to you. Sit tight. We want to come to you, all right? Irvin Charles with a block punt that gave the Jets the ball back. We got a field goal out of that drive. That's 17-10. And I'm thinking, okay, we're rolling. Things are looking good here. Will Levis drops back and throws a 40-yard shot to Calvin Ridley for a touchdown. Now, what's crazy about this play is there was a Jets defender that looked like, I thought he caught the interception. because he jumped and it looked like he caught something and he bounced and rolled out of bounds. The ball, when they did the replay, right? The ball, he doesn't catch the ball. The ball goes by Sauce Gardner, who is literally right there. But Sauce has his head turned, right? I think Sauce thought the other guy caught the interception. The ball goes past Sauce Gardner, hits Ridley, right? Ridley lands on the ground with the ball and rolls. Now, keep in mind, when you watch the replay, it should have been blown dead at the 1 because Sauce contacted Ridley when he was down at the 1 or near the 1. They review it, still give him the touchdown, even though he rolled into the end zone after Sauce contacted him, and the Titans get a touchdown off that play. Insane, right? So now it's 17-17. Also on that drive, we lose Jermaine Johnson for the season. He goes down, and it looked bad early. But I was hoping, wishing, and praying that it wasn't what we all thought it was. Had an MRI after the game, and it confirmed what we all hoped it wouldn't be. Jermaine Johnson has torn his ACL, right? He's done for the season. Okay? That sucks, but he is in high spirits. I'm wishing Jermaine nothing but a speedy recovery, okay? A speedy recovery. He's in high spirits, high hopes. He's talked about it. He's going to come back better than ever. He's going to come back with a fury. I already know it, okay? So that sucked, watching Jermaine go down. The Jets were able to get the ball back. Braylon Allen finished that drive with a 20-yard TD run. He was looking amazing on the day, right? So now the Jets are up. Things are moving and shaking. Well. Titans rolling on a drive. They get all the way down into the red zone. And guess who shows up? That boy, Will McDonald. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He shows up once again. Okay? On 3rd and goal, Will McDonald gets past a stinky Titans offensive lineman and grabs Will Levis and takes him down on the 8. That was a big sack that a lot of people are not talking about, because that was the momentum killer right there. That was the game right there. That was Will McDonald stepping up in one of the most crucial moments. Jermaine Johnson gone, right? Everybody's looking around. We know, no Bryce Huff. He's been gone. John Franklin Myers been gone. Hassan Reddick, who knows? We'll be talking about him later as well. But we know he ain't in the building, right? He put it on his back. The moment is the biggest in that game. We need this. And Will McDonald stepped up and said, I'm going to do what it takes to try to close this thing out right here. He grabs Will Levis, takes him down on the 8. That kills their drive, pushes them back a bit. Will Levis drops back, tries to find Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd drops the football. Jets get the ball back, turnover on downs. We kneel, and we take this thing home, 24-17. Go Jets. Now, it wasn't pretty, okay? 973, we're coming to you. It was not pretty, okay? It wasn't. It wasn't a pretty game. There was a lot of ugly things that went on, a lot of undisciplined play, and we're going to be talking about that tonight. But let me tell you something. The Jets got it done, and we got a W, okay? There's things we got to clean up, things we got to figure out, but we got to win, all right? We got to win. And this Titans team is tough, all right? That defense is tough. Landry, those guys, we saw it. But the Jets did what it took and made it happen. And we had a guy, Will McDonald, that a lot of people, and I understand a lot of Jets fans not happy with that pick. They wanted other people. I was all right with it. Will McDonald stepped up in a big way in this game. And with Jermaine Johnson being out for the rest of the season, we're going to see if he can continue to take that step forward here. It is detrimental for him to be the guy for us. It's detrimental, okay? 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. I am taking all callers. When you call in, please make sure you have a good connection, all right? Please make sure your background is clear of noise for all my new callers. New callers, I will get to every single one of you. Be patient, okay? I can physically see you, okay? Be patient. I get to everybody, okay? Also, make sure when you call in, the only rule on my show is don't curse. Don't call into my show cursing. I'll get you out of here fast. I'm talking fast. Faster than we got rid of Jamal Adams. Oh! Fast, I'm talking fast. Faster than we can beat the Titans 24-17. Oh! Fast, I'm talking fast. Faster than New York Jets can get a penalty. Oh, that is fast, man. 7 penalties for 70 yards. What is going on? We got the W. What's going on, all right? We're getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Please give the stream a thumbs up. Share it across your social media with your friends and your family. If you want to give to the platform, Super Chat is at the top. Cash App is at the bottom. If you want to give through Cash App, anything you give to the platform is greatly appreciated, okay? First caller we're going to, Brick City. Brick City, we're coming directly to you, 609-917. Hold on. We got to get to Brick City. We're getting to everybody tonight. Be patient, okay? For those of you that do not know, this man, Brick City, he's a savage. Savage! Brick City salutes.
Oh, man, it's a long time.
Man, it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to get to you last week, right before we kept getting, about to get to you.
Yeah, last week, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it was some audio issue on your side.
Oh, okay. You know what's crazy? And it's, you know what? You brought that up too. There were some people, Blog Talk sucks, okay? Blog Talk sucks, and you're right. There was an issue. People let me know. There was like some, I forgot what it was. They were saying it was some buzzing or something, but that was on Blog Talk, as we all know. Listen, Brick City, Blog Talk is flushed. Blog Talk's flushed. Blog Talk flushed.
Hey, before I say anything, is it okay if I give a big shout out real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You're gonna love this. I just want to give a big shout out to my former best friend, Timothy Alexander King, aka the franchise of North New Jersey. I just want to let you know that your Titans are basura, they garbage. We're the real Titans of New York, baby. Come on, let's get it. Go Jet, huh?
Hey, listen, that's what I'm talking about, man. Look, you spoke your mind. Hey, it is what it is. That's what I let people do.
I gotta stick it to him a little bit.
Yeah,
it's all love, but stick it to him a little bit. But
So Brick City, we haven't talked in a bit, right? And so I'm sitting down here right now, and I want to talk to you about this game, okay? And I want to start here. Starting out in this Titans game, the Jets were very, very sloppy. They actually finished the game with 7 penalties for 70 yards, man. What are your thoughts on the Jets having given up so many yards in penalties, and why do you think that this continues to be an issue under Sulla?
This is why preseason is important. This is why you got to get the reps out there in training camp and preseason to get you guys going for the season. I understand if you want to rest certain veterans like Tyron Smith or Aaron Rodgers, I get that, but certain players needed the reps. Sauce, he's lost in the sauce right now, but I think it's due to Russ. I don't know for sure. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's been the best corner in the league, hands down. He may not get the interceptions, but he's Reeves on another level. If Darrell Reeves was the T800, this guy, Sauce, is the T1000. This dude is a whole complete mutant. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But losing J.J. hurts.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Jermaine Johnson.
J.J. definitely hurts. I'm sorry. Losing Jermaine Johnson hurts. I definitely hit him on the DM. What's the speed of recovery? I know he ain't gonna reply, but I just feel bad for the guy. I really like him. He's one of my favorite players on the team outside of Sauce and the Williams brothers. But like JJ, I like how he came along, and McDonald he stepped up. I told everybody give him some time. I mean, it's only one game, but in the San Francisco game, he got pressure. It's about him finishing, and I think he's gonna. I'll give him 8 sacks this year. That's probably the ceiling. If he can do that his second year, then the sky's the limit. But as far as penalties go, on both sides of the ball, this is why it's important to get you guys out there in preseason. And I know these things happen, but I don't know if it's discipline or whatever, all the above. But we need to tighten up because Thursday's around the corner, and we need to punch the Patriots in the mouth early.
Yeah. Hold on,
I
Brick
don't
City.
know.
Hold on a second.
I'm sorry.
Hold
I don't
on,
want to take nobody else's time.
Yeah,
Sorry
hold on. We'll get to that. Just stay with me. We'll get to that Patriot talk in just a second, okay? Because we're gonna talk about them as well tonight. Now, what you're talking about, look, I understand people love Sauce. I love Sauce as well. The Revis comparisons for me, we gotta wait on that, okay? I love Sauce. I think he's phenomenal. But Revis was a monster, like a monster. This man did it against every last top wide receiver in the league. I'm talking Hall of Famers. He made them look like they were just average guys or just guys. Some of those guys, he made them look like they didn't even belong in the league. And not only that, he did it. Not only did he do it week in and week out through the season, he did it in the playoffs with the lights of the brightest. Okay? So I understand. I love Sauce. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's a great corner. Right? But let's hold off on the Revis comparisons because Revis did that. He traveled all the time. Sauce is traveling, but Revis traveled every play. He didn't give a crap who you were. And he also did it in the playoffs. Sauce has yet to get into the playoffs. The Jets have yet to get into the playoffs. So I think we should hold off on that. But I do think that Sauce is phenomenal, and I think he is on that path. But we got to wait for that. Now, you talked about Will McDonald, and that's something I wanted to speak with you about as well. 3 sacks, right? The Jets have 4 sacks total as a team. He had 3 of those sacks. He looked amazing, okay? But if you're saying that you predict him having 8 sacks this season, that's not going to be enough. Not enough to get us to where we want to go, especially now that Jermaine Johnson is done for the season. So my question to you is, with Jermaine Johnson being out, we know Bryce Huff's an Eagle. JFM is not here. You just have Will McDonald. Does this situation now turn up the pressure for the Jets to get a deal done with Hassan Reddick and get him into the building? Because if you don't have a double-digit sack guy,
I was waiting for that.
I'm asking, because if you don't have a double-digit sack guy, where can you go? Give me your thoughts, Brick City.
Yes, due to the injury, we need to get Hassan Reddick in the building. But the thing is, with me, I'm curious about this whole ordeal, which gives me a headache. We had Bryce Huff on the roster already. He was 25, 26. The money he was asking for, one, hurt the cap. I get it. We're trying to put all chips in the barrel. I get it. I understand. I want a championship just as much as everybody that loves the green and white. I think it's both parties, in my opinion. I believe it starts with Joe Douglas. He knows everybody in Philly. He has contacts with them. He's been in that organization for a long time. He kind of knows about the Hassan Reddick situation. And if the man was given issues before training camp and he was still, Bryce Huff was still there. But I get it. I understand. It's a tough situation. We need to get him in the building at the end of the day, period. But Hassan Reddick is a great pass rusher, but he's not going to stop the run. So we need to replace that too. I guess we use one of the young guys like Lawrence or the other UDFA. I forgot his name. He was making a name for himself as well.
There's Taylor Watson McGregor. They're all undrafted.
Watson, and those guys. I like those guys. But we need to tighten up offensively and defensively. Special teams, I have no problem with. We need to be on all 3 phases of the game come Thursday, because this starts a new era. We have to punch them in the mouth. I don't know if Jacoby Brissett has broken ribs or whatever. I haven't looked up a injury report, whatever, but I don't care. I don't want us to make it a Tom Brady 2.0 situation and this guy just come on and just kills us. Nah, I don't want that either. But we need to punch in the mouth early and often. It's not Belichick no more. The mistake is over with.
Well,
the boogeyman stuff is over with.
Yeah. How concerned are you about the running game, switching over to the Jets going against the Patriots? How concerned are you about the running game facing the Patriots? Ramondre Stevenson has given us trouble for forever, and now we're seeing the Jets defense struggle against the run, right? Against the Niners, the Titans were running on us early as well, over 130 yards total as a team rushing against us. How concerned are you about Ramondre Stevenson and what he's going to be able to do on the ground against this Jets defense that's already struggling against that?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, if we don't punch him in the mouth at the line of scrimmage, it all starts in the trenches, right? If we don't oppose our will, they're gonna run all over us because Jacoby Brissett he's accurate and stuff. Especially last year, he was doing this thing, and then we tightened him up. So we kind of know how to play him already in the style of quarterback. So the number one thing is to stop the run, cover the tight end. You know, everybody got to be disciplined. Everybody got to be on their game on all three phases of the game. And, yeah, it concerns me. I'm on red right now. To answer your question, I'm sorry. I know I'm lollygagging too much. I'm trying to get everything out. But, yeah, I'm on cold red right now until opening kickoff.
Yeah. So give me
I'm on red right now. It's a big concern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So give me your final score prediction. Jets, Patriots. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses on Thursday night, man?
I mean, of
Thursday
course.
night.
Who do you think I'm going for, man?
Talk
Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Every Jets fan around the world, every Jets fan across the country from North New Jersey all the way to California and in between, I need y'all to rise up right now, wherever you are in the world. I need y'all to just rise up right now. Be proud of the green and white. Pump your chest because this is redemption and it starts now. A new beginning, a new era. We are the bullies now. We're going to punch them in the mouth. We're going to use Brees Hall and Agent Zero in the backfield like they should have been doing. We're going to punch it down their throat. We're going to sprinkle them with a little Garrett Wilson. We're going to hit them with a Brees Lightning. Agent Zero, I guarantee 2 rushing touchdowns. Final score, 27-17 Jets. We home, baby. Let's go.
Brick City, I got to slide off. I want to thank you for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right, man? It's been a minute.
No problem.
All right.
I'm going to try my best.
Let's go. Listen, we're going to keep moving. There's a lot of things moving and shaking again. Will McDonald, man, handling his business, 3 sacks. Jermaine Johnson with the torn Achilles. We're going to have to I'm telling y'all, I think Hassan Riddick, first off, I think he has leverage. If you didn't think he had leverage before, he absolutely has leverage now. And I'm hoping, again, that the Jets get something done. They've got to get something done and get him into the building because I don't think that the Jets solely are going to be able to survive this season with just Will McDonald as an edge rusher. I don't, especially when we play these Niner-like teams. We need more. And I also think that Sulla is going to have to make adjustments within his scheme. He's going to have to start sending some blitzes to get more pressure. We're going to have to get after these guys. We're going to have to. You cannot let these top quarterbacks in this league sit back and just have all day to throw the football. You look at these top defenses around the league, they have multiple guys coming into the Ravens. They got multiple guys. The Chiefs, they can bring different guys at you. The Niners, we know it's not just Bosa. It's not. Trust. We know now, don't we? We know about Fred Warner, even though I've been telling y'all about Warner, Bosa, and all these other guys. Y'all saw them live. I got to watch these clowns every week. They're on TV every week. Okay? Listen, we got to get more because if you don't, you're going to be in a rough situation. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Okay? I'm taking all callers. All right? And again, Savages in the chat. I will come to y'all, okay, in a second. Put your thoughts and questions in the chat. Okay? I will talk directly to y'all, okay, in between these callers. But just realize I'm just one man, okay? But I will come to y'all. Salutes and respect to all the Savages, okay? I will come to y'all in a second, okay? Next! We're getting on these lines. We're going to Mike from Toms River. 917 and 908. I will be coming to you. Hold on. But we got to get to Mike because I know he's got some thoughts on this situation, okay? For those of you that do not know, all right, Mike, he is a savage. Savage! Mike, salutes and respect. We're talking that talk tonight. Jets get a big win over the Titans. A sloppy, ugly win, but nonetheless a win, okay, and we will take it. What are your thoughts on what you saw from this Jets defense, particularly Will McDonald? for in this Titans win?
Remember when I told you I predicted 8 to 10 sacks for Will McDonald this year?
Talk.
I think it's going up. I think it's going to be 14.
Oh,
I really do.
Okay.
Especially if I heard today on Twitter, a friend of Reddick that went to Temple with him. He talked to him last week, and he said that he was afraid to come back with these 3 games in 10 days schedule. He was afraid to get hurt, and he was saying after these 3 games are over, then he's going to sign.
Okay, that's what. So that's the rumor for Hassan Reddick.
Yep.
Okay. Well, listen, I've been and respectfully to everyone, I've been hearing that Hassan Reddick was going to sign since voluntary workouts. I've been hearing that. I heard that he was going to sign before mandatory. Nothing. I heard that he was going to sign before training camp. Nothing. I remember there was people coming out saying that he was going to sign the week before the first game, right? He's going to 48 hours. He's signing this week. Nothing happened. Okay. I don't know why he would wait 3 weeks to sign with the Jets. I don't know why anybody would cling to that, but I think he needs to get into the building as soon as possible because one, the New York Jets are now down to one pass rusher, right, which is Will McDonald, which we're hoping to really continue to take the next step. And this game against the Titans was a big part of taking that next step with him. But also you got Jermaine Johnson. Now he's out with a torn Achilles. We ain't got nothing else. And then another thing that I fear is that when he does get into the building, and we've seen this before, when he does get into the building, because he's missed so much time, there's an injury risk with him. I remember when Darrelle Revis sat out and he signed late. You remember that? He signed late, right? Really late, like before the first game. And he had horrific issues with hamstrings that year. I remember it. And we see that with multiple players that sit out during the off season for contract issues or whatever. And then once the season starts, they have issues, hamstring issues, all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm concerned about that with Hassan Reddick as well. But you're talking about Reddick, with all that's going on, is there an increased pressure at this point in your mind for the Jets to get a deal done with Hassan Reddick?
Oh, definitely. You knew it was going to happen because once the season started, then he would get the leverage, I heard they were like Bart Scott was saying the one free agent, he used to play for the Bears, Ogulani or whatever, the number 91 used to be on the Bears. He's a free agent. They could kick the tires on him maybe.
Yeah, they've got to do something because, again, I don't know if you can just say, hey, Will McDonald being the only guy out there, rushing the passer would be a good thing for the Jets, especially going forward, especially we're talking about a Super Bowl. If you're playing against these upper echelon offenses and the only guy that is going to bring the heat is Will McDonald, that's going to be very easy for them to key in on and take care of business. And again, I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to blitz.
Yeah, and if you blitz, guess what? That puts your secondary in a tough situation too. You're taking a lot of guys out. One of the reasons that the Jets defense was so amazing, we were getting pressure with our front four last season, a lot. We were able to bring it and really bring it to you without really having to blitz and put our defense in any kind of situation, or any kind of rough situation on the back end. So it's going to be very interesting going forward. But we also watched in this game, even though we got a W, are you concerned about the Jets coming out flat, slow, and sloppy like we've seen, Mike? I mean, do you blame coaching for that? Because that's what we saw against the Titans early.
Yeah, it's definitely with not playing in the preseason, and I also think the first 15 scripted plays, it's like they were stacking the box, and they would go run and pass. I mean, this is what we're gonna have to do is the pass is gonna have to set the run up early in the game, make them think, throw the ball deep a couple times too, stretch the field, and then that's gonna open up the right. And play more of the pony package, please. I mean, that pony package looks so good with both Allen and Brees out there. It was like, who do you cover?
Yeah. That twin running back package is. I'm telling you, it's going to be in the building. Those guys are just. It puts so much stress on a defense to have Braylon Allen running out all over the place. You got Breece Hall as well, spinning linebackers around. I mean, it's that double back package is definitely going to be something I think the New York Jets are going to consistently go to this upcoming season. But I'll tell you what, man, the connection between Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson was on full display. That throw on 3rd and 1 from Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson in the fourth quarter was insane. Oh, my goodness, it was insane. First off, Aaron Rodgers, we all can still spin it, okay? In case you were concerned or wondering, or if you had a thought in your head, maybe he don't have it, that boy still got it. He's drifting back, okay? Makes the throw, makes the adjustment. Garrett Wilson looking over his right shoulder, adjusts, goes back, looks over his left shoulder, finds the ball, hand-eye coordination, right? Catches the football, brings it down, first down, New York Jets. What a beautiful pitch and catch, and what a beautiful look at the connection between those two. What are your thoughts about what you saw from them in this game, Mike?
That was crazy because he was doing it out to the sideline.
Yep.
And then Rodgers let him, and then he just went like a center fielder and went and got that ball. That was awesome play by Garrett. They don't talk about that play enough,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
yeah.
so with the Mike Williams catch too.
Oh, yes, that Mike Williams catch was phenomenal as well. That boy went up and got it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see more of him, in this offense as well as the season continues. Now, going on to this Patriots game, Mike, boy, oh boy, it's a short turnaround, right? We've seen slow and sloppy starts, a lot of penalty issues. Are you concerned about Sulla having his team prepared on a short turnaround to face the Patriots on Thursday night?
No, I don't think so. I think with the home opener, the place is going to be jumping.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get after him early. We got to stop Stevenson because he kills us.
Yep.
Stop that run. Make them pass the ball. And we got him. We got him.
Yeah. Okay. What are your 3 keys to victory for the New York Jets? My final question.
We got to stop the run. We got to start out fast on offense. If we got to pass, then run. Loosen them up. And I'm going to say the linebackers because I think they stepped up last game against the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sherwood had a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
He's fast. Quincy was all over the field.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's going to be.
Yeah, Sherwood looked really good in this game. And, again, he had to step into a different role, especially when C.J. Mosley went out with that toe issue. So Sherwood is another guy that looked really solid. Give me your final score prediction. Mike, Jets, Patriots, who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think it ends up?
I'm going to go 28-14 Jets, and it's going to be a party.
Go ahead and finish up.
And Joe, like what they say, there's nothing better than a P. Diddy party.
Oh, you have yourself a good one, Mike. Mike is crazy, man. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Okay, we're taking all callers. Salutes to all of the savages in the chat. Adrian Gutierrez says, Joe, it's definitely coaching. When a team comes out flat and not disciplined, that's definitely a coaching issue. Okay. Adrian talking his talk. Adrian's talking his talk. Salutes to JD as well. Savage in the chat. He says, we don't not only need Reddick, we need another pass rusher. Also, we are thin on the D-line now. Yeah. If you didn't think Hassan Reddick had leverage, let me tell you something. He has leverage now. He got leverage now, baby. If you didn't think he had it before, he definitely got leverage now. Adrian also had another thing to say. He says the Jets need Reddick. The Jets need talented pass rushers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, we're talking that talk. Michael in the chat as well, Savage, says Sherwood played a really good game. Quincy and Sherwood were flying all around the field. That's a fact. That's a fact. Salutes to Wealth and Eminence. He says the penalties got to stop. 7 penalties, 70 yards. Come on. 6 penalties at the half for 65 yards. If you give that free yardage to the Chiefs or the Eagles or the Niners, baby, let me tell you something. The game's over. The game's going to be over very quickly for you, okay? 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. I am taking all callers. Savages in the chat. We'll get back to you. Keep putting your thoughts and everything else in the chat. All right? I'll read and get right back to you, but we got to get back to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. Give the stream a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Next, we're going to JJ. JJ, I'm coming directly to you. Mickey, Nico, Ted, other callers as well. Sit tight. We'll be coming to you very, very shortly, okay? But we got to get to JJ because he's on the line and he's talking that talk, all right? For those of you that do not know, JJ, he's a savage. Savage. JJ, the Jets get a big win over the Titans, but we lose Jermaine Johnson for the season, torn Achilles. What are your thoughts about that, man?
Man, that was devastating. It's a devastating blow. You know, it just is like you've been saying, we're not getting that consistent pass rush. You know, one guy who has to step up. He's had 2 very quiet games. Is Quentin Williams. We're going to need a lot more production. He's given us nothing after 2 games. I know it's 2 games, but he's got to be more productive out there.
Okay.
He's got to give us way, way more.
Yeah,
he's been a no-show for 2 games.
Yeah, listen, there's been a lot of Jets fans. I see it. I'm not one of those Jets fans. I'm going to say that. I'm not one of those Jets fans, but I do see that there's a lot of Jets fans bringing a lot of heat Quentin Williams' way, okay? Especially after that Niners game and now in this game. Listen, Quentin is doing his thing. I'm seeing him wreak a lot of havoc in the middle. He's not a pass rusher. That's not what he is. But I see that he's pushing the pocket and causing some havoc. But I understand why Jets fans want to see those sack numbers, you know, go north a little bit. One, that new deal, he's getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Jets fans constantly bring that up.
Right.
You're getting paid a lot of money, brother. And 2, you know, the need right now for edge rush is paramount here, especially again with Jermaine Johnson going down with that torn Achilles. Now, we're talking about edge rush, right, and getting to the quarterback. What are your thoughts about what you saw from Will McDonald? 3 sacks in this game. There was a lot of people that had a lot of things to say about him, JJ. He shows up and shows out in this game. Also has a big game-altering sack. He took it away on 3rd and goal from the Titans. What are your thoughts about Will McDonald, and do you think he has a double-digit sack year this season?
Listen, he had 3 sacks, right? So I'm going to give him a ton of credit for that. But there's a but here. And when you watch his tape, though, he's still getting dominated for most of the game. I gotta keep it real.
Give us your take. Go ahead.
Like he's still a liability in the run game. Like he's still getting pushed around all over the field for the most part. I feel like his sacks come because we have a good cornerback room. Like I don't want to keep 3-sack game. I love it, but there's still, for most of the game, he's still getting dominated. You know what I'm saying? So he still leaves me wanting more.
Okay.
If I could be honest here.
Okay.
You know,
look,
I
tell you what. Like I said, I think that this was a nice step for him. I want to see him continue forward, giving us these kind of 2-sack, 3-sack performances consistently this season.
Right.
But I like the turn, and I like what he's doing here. And again, he's the guy at this point. He's the only guy. He's the only edge rusher that we have on this team. Only certified guy that we say, hey, he's our guy that he's going to get after you. That's it. Hassan Riddick on the sidelines. At this point, we'll see. Again, Jermaine Johnson, out for the season with the Achilles injury. He's just a guy. So we're going to see what happens going forward. But I do like this bright spot here. Going over to the offensive side of the ball, which is JJ, Aaron Rodgers. What are your thoughts about his performance in this game, man?
Yeah, I think there's still some rust he's got to knock off, right? But you see, like, the throws, especially the ones to the sideline, like, he's still got it. It's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in there. Like, it's like a rifle. Like, there's still those throws. It's like, wow, he's still got it, right? Like, he's not washed. He made big throws when we needed it.
Mm-hmm.
the throw to Williams, that Williams doing what Williams does, the contested catches.
Yep.
Nobody does it better than him, right?
Yep.
So that was huge. I'm hoping Williams, gets more playing time as he feels more healthy and more healthy, So
Yeah.
that'll be big.
Yeah.
So again, and then in the O-line again, what can you say? Pass blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Just great.
Phenomenal.
Great.
Phenomenal.
I love phenomenal.
People
phenomenal.
are not. No, I'm telling you. Man, Tyron Smith, Morgan Moses, John Simpson, AVT.
Amazing.
Man, having those guys,
Amazing.
10-minute center. I mean, having those. This line is just millions of miles better than what we had last season. Okay, you can rely on these guys. You know that Aaron Rodgers, when he drops back, is going to have time. It's amazing to see a quarterback be able to go through his reads and his projections, and even be able to switch protections the way that he does as well. But he's able to go through his reads, figure things out, and have time to deliver the football accurately without getting his head taken off. So consistently. This is wonderful. Now going to the Patriots game, JJ, because that's what we got coming up Thursday night. The lights are gonna be bright.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, man. How concerned are you about Ramondre Stevenson, man? Just absolutely carving the Jets up on the ground.
I'm very concerned. Oh yeah, my concern is high. he's looked after 2 games. He's looking really good. They're extremely run heavy with the set at quarterback. They're just grounding and pounding you to death out there. So I'm stacking that box. If Brissett's going to beat me, then Brissett's going to beat me.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I feel like they don't really have a guy at wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting that whole damn defense in the box.
Yeah. Give me your final score prediction, JJ. Yeah. Jets, Patriots, Thursday night. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think it ends up?
Oh, Jets big dog, 23-10.
Ooh, 23-10. 23-10 Jets.
Yeah,
all right, let's go. Go ahead and finish up.
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to thank JJ for calling in. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. I am taking all callers. Salutes to all the savages in the chat. Michael Piper says, Quentin Williams is getting double and triple teamed every play. Kinlaw had a big game. That's true. Quentin Williams is often facing those double teams, okay? But I know, Jets fans have been, they've been on him. I ain't gonna lie. There are Jets fans calling him all kinds of names on social media. I'm not engaging in that, okay? I like Quentin Williams. I think he's playing, fairly well, all right? But there's a lot of Jets fans upset they want to see more. I think he's been looking good. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. I am taking all callers. Next, we're going to Mickey. Mickey, we're coming directly to you. Nico, Ted, we'll get to you in a second. Hold on. Sit tight. We're getting to everybody. But we got to get to Mickey, all right? For those of you that do not know, Mickey, he's a savage. Savage!
Yeah.
Mickey.
Twice, that's right.
What's going on, Mickey, man? Listen, we're talking that talk tonight, all right? Jets get a win over the Titans. What are your thoughts about this Jets victory?
Listen, a win's a win. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, we saw the 49ers game. We saw the team get mollywopped. Now we play the Tennessee Titans. They gift wrap the win to us. At the end of the season, no one's going to be comparing. It's not going to be like a point, 1 point, if it's an ugly one or it's a clean one.
Yeah, look, like I told everybody, it's a sloppy win, but I will take it. I'll take a W every single day of the week. Lucky, sloppy, it does not matter to me as long as we can get a win and it gets into that category because that goes a long way. But I'll tell you what, man, in this win, man, we lost Jermaine Johnson, torn Achilles. He's out for the season. What are your thoughts about him going down, man?
Well, I think it says something about modern medicine that you can tear your Achilles tendon and still be able to come back and play from that. Because it's like a decade ago, that would be the end of your career.
That's a fact.
But more onto the point in hand. I mean, what's going on with this guy Hassan? I heard he was supposed to sign 2 days ago, 3 days ago, a month ago. I personally heard from his cousin's wife's daughter, who knows someone that knows somebody. No, I mean for real. That said that he might be going to the Jets training camp, and that didn't work out. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the guy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Mickey, I'm right there with you. I've been hearing that Hassan Reddick was going to sign since voluntary stuff, right? Everybody was telling me, and I was telling people, I don't know. This guy seems like no, Joe, don't worry. He's going to be in there. Joe, don't worry. Never signed. Before the game, the week of the game, the 49ers game. Oh, no, Joe, don't worry. He'll sign before Tuesday. 48 hours. He's going to sign the next 48. He'll be there, Joe. Never showed up. Never signed, nothing. It's like, what is this guy going to, listen, Hassan Reddick, from what we've known and everything that's been reported, and there's been some reports that have come out recently that said he's willing to die on that hill that he's on. Everybody's saying, well, it doesn't matter.
For sure.
He does not care, okay? He's willing to die on that hill. And when you can do what he does in this league, and this is where I tell people he has more leverage than you think. I don't think he cares where he plays. I think he just cares about getting paid. That's all I think he cares about at all.
Exactly.
He's 30. This could be it for him. He knows that. And so when you can do what he does in this league, when you can rush the edge, there is always going to be a home for you. Don't tell me that you can't get paid in this league past 30, because I watched Von Miller get paid in this league past 30. I watched the Bills give Von Miller.
He wears 40, and I think he's 40.
Yeah. I watched the Bills give Von Miller a $100 million deal, and he was like 33. So, no, I don't want to hear that. This guy wants to get paid, and we're sitting in this situation right now, and Joe Douglas has got to make something happen. He's got to make something happen, because now there is no Jermaine Johnson. It's all Will McDonald, and that's where I want to go next with you, Mickey. What are your thoughts about Will McDonald and his 3-sack game, man?
I thought it was dope. The whole thing with the ugly win. I mean, ugly and sloppy only really counts when you're talking about your prom date, not really with sports. So I think with the I'm sorry, that was my bad.
Mickey
I think
is crazy.
His
man.
3-sack game was dope. I think his 3-sack game was dope and everything. I'm always thinking positive after a win. I have those rose-colored glasses on. Everything seems fine until we lose again. So,
yeah, I'm hoping that he can continue forward and giving us that type of production. Now we're talking about this Patriots team, right? We got coming up Thursday. What are your 3 keys to victory for the Jets, Mickey?
My first one is Dylon. My second one is Dylon, and my third one is Dylon. Dylon.
Give me your final score prediction,
I was
Jets.
here to make you laugh.
Yeah, give me your final score prediction.
My final
Jets,
score,
Patriots.
I'm going to go 28-21 Jets.
Okay, let's go. Mickey is hilarious. We'll keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in. Next, we're going to Nico. Nico, we're coming to you. Ted, you will be next. Sit tight. We definitely want to talk to Ted. Stay with us, all right? But Nico, man, he's been on this line, and I know he's got some fire for us, all right? For those of you that do not know, okay, this man, Nico, he's a savage. Savage! Nico salutes. Jets get a big win over the Titans, but, man, Jermaine Johnson tears his Achilles. He's out for the season. Will McDonald with 3 sacks, though. What are your thoughts, man?
Well, Joe, first of all, bless my brother. Blessings to you. Thank you for your show.
Salutes. Thank you so much, and thank you for calling
McDonald played. No problem, my brother. Will McDonald played a good game. I just would like to see another game. I just want to see another game like he played. He played a good game. He got 3 sacks. He helped us in the end with that sack. I just want to see another game like that, and then I can say, okay, yeah, he might be growing into that spot. You know what I mean? But
No, yes,
on one
I
game,
understand. Go ahead.
on one game, I can't crown him like that.
Okay.
I can't crown him.
So
Not yet anyway.
that's completely understandable. So now we're sitting here in this situation, right? And I'm looking around and I'm saying, okay, Jermaine Johnson done for the season. We know that Bryce Huff, he's not a Jet anymore. Neither is John Franklin Myers. They're gone. The Jets are down literally one edge rusher at this point. Do you think that this puts pressure on Joe Douglas in this front office to just get something done with Hassan Riddick to get him into the building so that the Jets can go forward with at least 2 guys being able to get after the quarterback?
Well, Joe, I'm gonna put it to you like this, bro. Men like that, you can see there's egos on both sides, on Hassan's side and on the Jet side. These 2 guys, these 2 organizations, these 2 people have to come together and just make a deal. Because Joe's job is on the line, Salah's job is on the line.
Yep.
These guys need to sit down and just make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stop with the playing around. Stop with the, oh, you need to come in, or, oh, I'm not coming in. It sounds like two kids are sitting at the sandbox. Just both, I'm not moving until you move. Well, I'm not moving until you move.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, come on, man. You know, these guys are grown men.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. I mean, you all this time you can't make a deal happen. I know, you know, the Jets probably don't want to play him, but guess what? Jermaine is gone. Jermaine is done for the season. And you also got to think of next season. Is he going to be ready? You now might need Hassan for two years.
Mm-hmm.
You might need him. I think he has the ball in his court. He can do what he wants with it. So the Jets got to do something.
Yeah.
But I got the exclusive word. I got the hot take.
Okay.
On Reddick. I got a hot take.
Go ahead.
I got it from a good source.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is the best source, Joe. Joe.
I'm listening.
I know the pool guy.
Okay.
The pool guy told me Hassan will be there tomorrow. The pool guy told me that.
All right.
You hear me, the pool guy.
Yeah. That's a heck of a source. That's a heck of a source, Nico.
This offense did something we could not do last year. Is they scored touchdowns in 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, this game, we would have lost.
Yeah.
This year, you got the Chief back there running things.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of shocked when it was third. I mean, and don't get me wrong, man. I know they're trying to establish the run, but on that 3rd and 1, and you see Tennessee with the box filled.
Yep.
I'm like, why Aaron didn't just switch the play at that time and have somebody just go out, just go long? Because if you had Garrett go long, somebody's gonna be open. You're either gonna get the flag or you're gonna get the catch.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that to save my life, but I get it. You're trying to establish the run. They kept running on first downs. I'm like, just once, just do a play action on first down.
Mm-hmm.
They looking at us and they see that we're gonna run. You know what I mean? I'm like, just once, man, just go outside your box for once, and then come back. Go out and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy for the win. I don't care if it's a not so good win. The offense is just going game by game. They're going to gel. Mm-hmm. You can see it. They're gelling. Just give them time. I think by week 4 or 5, they're going to be lighting it up.
Yeah.
And to me right now, I think the cancer that we had with the injuries that was on the offense, and I hate to really say this, but now the cancer is going over to the defense. And I really hate to say that, but now look at it now. 2 years in a row, we had really nobody on the defense got really hurt that bad. Now we lost a guy for the season. You got what's his name with the toe problem?
Mosley.
So, I mean, and we did have Mosley, and we did have players step up. Sherwood got in the game. That defense seemed, and this is no knock to Mosley, but that defense seemed a little faster.
Yeah.
Just, a little faster. They was changing it up a little bit, when Sherwood got in there. You know what I mean?
And speaking of, Sherwood did. He looked really good Mosley went down, he had to step into it, and I thought he filled in really well and looked really good. And even speaking about Mosley, he just recently came out and said some things about that toe situation, and it doesn't sound too good. All right, he's still saying that he's pretty sore, and that there's it's about getting the swelling down and pain management for him. So I don't know, man. He said it was really still pretty bruised, excuse me. So we'll see what happens going forward with Mosley, but he could be doubtful to play against the Patriots. But again, we'll see what's happening and what's going on there as the time continues to roll and go forward.
I got a question for you, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I looked at the stats for Huff.
Mm-hmm.
Huff don't look like he's doing too good over there in Philly.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I'll tell you what.
Don't look like he's doing too good over there.
I know
in Philly.
Listen, Jet fans are professionals at doing this, okay? Keeping their eyes on players that are on other teams that used to be Jets, okay? They love it. I remember the Sam Darnold stuff. Listen, okay, and Sam lit it up. Lit the Niners up.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
Did he?
Louise.
Did he?
But I tell you what, listen.
I had to look at the screen twice.
He lit them up, bro. What was that, 97-yard? Was it a 97-yard pass to Justin Jefferson for a touchdown?
Yes,
like he letting off out there. But I tell you what. Look, it's 2 games. Just
I'm hearing you.
We'll see the rest of the season. What's going on with Huff out there? But again, he's an Eagle. I wish him nothing but the best. I have no issues with him. But here we are, right, sitting, and we have some issues along our edge, ourselves. Look at what happened against the Niners, right? We couldn't do anything to get to their quarterback. But this week again, 4 sacks on Will Levis, 3 of them coming from Will McDonald. But now we're down to 1 pass rusher, so we got to see what happens going forward with our situation. But as we continue to talk and go over to this Patriots game, man, how concerned are you about Ramondre Stevenson? Because I think he's gonna carve the Jets up on the ground, man. This running game has been an issue for us. The Niners ran on us. The Titans, had some real success early running the football on us. How concerned are you about Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots running the football like crazy against us as well?
I'm concerned, but I'm also I'm gonna have faith that these defensive coordinators know what they're gonna. They gotta know what they're gonna do. We short a man. We only got one player that we can really rely on, and we got some good guys in there, and I'm worried, but I can't worry. I gotta let them do their thing. I can't worry. I'm gonna worry, but I can't worry. It's going to be what it's going to be. You got to remember, this is a daggone conference game.
Mm-hmm.
So we play totally different against a conference team.
Yeah.
So, and we're at home.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those things working for us.
Mm-hmm.
So am I worried? Yes. Am I going to worry? No. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to worry. I'm going to let them figure it out and make it happen.
Okay. My final question, give me your 3 keys to victory for the New York Jets against the Patriots.
Start off fast. Defense got to stop the run, and let Aaron do his thing. And please give more plays for Mike Williams.
You're talking facts right there. I want to see a lot more football.
We need him
going his way. Give me your final score: Jets, Patriots. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think it ends up?
I'm gonna go 24-14 Jets.
Okay.
24-14 Jets.
Nico, thank you for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you, all right? You got some good takes.
Oh, man, I'm on you, my brother. I'm on you. On you. I got you.
All right, you have a good one. We're going to kick into these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Salutes to Michael Piper in the chat. He says it's great actually having a QB that calls out the Mike linebacker. Yeah. He also says they need to clean up that calling with their time, with no time on the play clock. That is something the Jets need to figure out. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. That happened all game against the Titans. Delay a game penalties, then you turn around and the Jets are blowing through timeouts because they're draining the play clock all the way down and not getting the play off before the clock goes to 0, so they have to blow a timeout. It's like, come on, man. Figure this out. Too many veteran players for this to be happening. I don't know if that's on Sulla or if it's on Nathaniel Hackett or if it's on Aaron Rodgers. We have freaking Aaron Rodgers. Why is this happening? That usually happens with like young quarterbacks that are just, rookies that are, I'm trying to figure out Their heads are spinning. They're trying to figure things out. They don't know what's going on. Or is it, the clock's at 5. I don't even know. I didn't even call it the play. That should not be happening here with all these veterans that we have along our offensive side of the ball. All right? Hopefully the Jets get that figured out. That is sloppy. Okay? 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Give the stream a thumbs up. Share it across your social media with your friends and your family. All right? If you want to give to the platform, Super Chat's there. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Anything you give is greatly appreciated. And again, subscribe if I didn't say that. Next, we're going to Ted. Ted, we're coming to you. Rusty, sit tight. We're getting to everybody. New callers, hold on. We'll get to you as well, okay? But we got to get to Ted. Salute to all the savages in the chat as well. Keep putting your thoughts in the chat, and I'll come to you. But we're going to Ted. Listen, for those of you that do not know Ted, he's a savage. Savage! Ted salutes. I want to thank you for calling in tonight, man. Jets get a sloppy victory over the Titans, 24-17, man. Came out really slow, really sloppy, really lethargic. Do you put these slow, nasty starts onto coaching?
Good evening, Joe. Nice to talk to you again.
Salutes, man.
I don't know, Joe. I still think everything's new. We didn't play much in the preseason. This is basically our preseason. And I think they wanted to ease Rodgers into the 49er game and get him through a game with, uninjured and be very extra conservative, okay? Then they went to the Titans game, and I think they wanted to see what they had in the running game first. It annoyed me a little that they're staying with it a long time, but I think they want to see if it works first, and then finally Hackett adjusted to it, which was successful. He opened it up and did the two-back situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's too. Let's give it a little bit of time. You know what I mean? I'm willing to give it a little more time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing that was fixed. Joe Tippmann. I don't hear anything about Joe Tippmann anymore.
Yeah.
Not being able to snap and all this other nonsense. So
yeah.
And I told you his issues. So
yeah.
He got over his little phobia there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big positive.
Yeah. You know what? And you're right. Listen, this offensive line is protecting Aaron Rodgers, especially a pass pro, unbelievably well. Okay?
Yep.
They're handling business.
Yep.
But the slow, sloppy starts, I'm wondering about that, Ted. Another thing I'm concerned about as well, these penalties, man. The Jets had 7 penalties for 70 yards in this game. They had 6 penalties at the half for 65 yards.
Yep.
I mean, Ted, you were talking about things being fixed. We saw this last season. It's still not fixed, right? What are your thoughts about that? Because I'm telling you, we play these top-tier teams. Everybody wants a Super Bowl. If you give the Chiefs 70 yards in penalties, game over. You give the Ravens 70 yards in penalties, game over. You give any of these other top teams that we're going to be facing when we get into the playoffs, that's what we all want, game's over. We can't continue to do this, but still and yet we see it, week in and week out. What are your thoughts about this, Ted?
Mm-hmm. Well, we certainly have to clean it up against New England because that's the kind of team that will not beat itself, and that's one of my points.
Yep.
Key points for the game is definitely not commit atrocious personal fouls and late hits and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Joe, the arrow's pointing up. The arrow's pointing up on the offense. I really don't think we're going to see the true offense until Mike Williams is 100% healthy because he's the outside speed, right? He's going to loosen up. He's going to open the field up a little bit, right? I think that's why you're not seeing Conklin, get a lot of space or because I don't think Williams is anywhere near healthy. So I think they still want to ease him into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they want to, Joe, I think they really want to play extra conservative because if you look around the league, the margin of error is the slimmest probably I've seen in recent history, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the teams are up and down every week or they're all at the same level. I mean, who's the best team in the NFL? Is it the Saints? I mean, is it it's maybe the Chiefs, but I don't know. Maybe not by much. The margin, if you can get in there and you have the better quarterback and you play really tight to the vest and just get a win early until, our line gets comfortable, Mike Williams gets healthy, we figure out the defense a little to see what we're doing. I think that's the way to go. Then we have Bo Nix in a couple weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're all winnable games. Vikings game looks a little harder now, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Listen, the Vikings looked really good against the Niners. Me personally, I think the Chiefs and the Niners are, kind of the 1-2 team right now in the league. But I tell you what, man,
Mm-hmm.
the Jets, and I hear what you're saying. And again, I love the victory. I don't care if it's ugly, and it was ugly. But the Jets, they've got to
Mm-hmm.
start games faster. They've got to start games, and they can't come out slow and sloppy. Not against these top teams, because
Mm-hmm.
again, you'll see
Yep.
the Niners will take you away easy. They'll put you away. 8 consecutive scoring drives. If you can't stop them, they're not gonna take their foot off the gas. They're gonna rev up and really get going. So we've got to worry about that going forward. But even what you talking about, I think one of the things that we're seeing this year as well is the Jets' ability to utilize the double back system. This 2-back system with Breece Hall and Braylon Allen has really did work in this game. Really did work in this game against the Titans. What are your thoughts about what you saw from both of those guys?
Well, I told my friends to get Braylon Allen in fantasy, but they wouldn't listen. At least as a backup. But I'll be honest with you, Joe. I had a feeling Breece Hall might have been a little dinged up because he doesn't seem sharp in the beginning.
Yeah, he was in this game. He was dinged up.
Yeah, so I mean, I see him going down on first contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the second half, there were a lot more running lanes. I think the Titans, and it'll be interesting to see how good they are because I think it'll turn out that they might be a fringe playoff team, if not a playoff team. Quite honestly, because that defense is sick.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, that defense is pretty stout, and I think Levis is, with all his mistakes and all, as a young quarterback, I think he's got a lot of potential because that guy can. He's got it. He's very, he can definitely scramble, and he's got a cannon for an arm. And they almost got that big touchdown on the sideline late in the game, so he's just inches off.
He's
you know what I mean? So
he's talented, Ted, but the mistakes and boneheaded stuff that he does is just mind blowing. And he one of the things I noticed about him, he compounds his mistakes. He'll make one and then make 2 or 3 more that are just like, what?
That's true.
What is going on here? Like, look what he did against us.
I know.
Man, they were rolling early, Ted. It really looked like they were going to take us out the game. He does that backwards pass. Okay, fumble. All right, cool. Right? Horrible mistake. Even the coach is like, what are you doing? But then he comes back and throws in a double coverage, throws a pick right off the bat. Just snap, I'm going to launch it down the field. So it's like, what are you doing, Will? What are you doing?
Right.
And this is coming off of a game he just had against Chicago where he threw a pick and gave them the game after I think they were up by like 17 or something like that. He just gave a game away. So it's like, what are you doing? But go ahead. Yeah. That's just
no, I'm saying that's it. Zach Wilson-esque, at times. But these guys don't have a head sometimes, They're trying to do whatever.
Yeah.
But that's I always look back at the end of the year and say, hey, this team was better than I thought it was. So it'll be interesting to see, how good the Titans are because they could have a top 5 defense for all we know. And, that's a reason why we struggled early. But we found a way to do it, Joe. The two-headed monster is, Braylon Allen, coming out of the backfield, he obviously can block, for Rodgers.
Yep.
They trust him coming out of the backfield, short yardage. I mean, who wants to stop that guy?
Yeah.
He's got great hands, too.
Man, he is a monster running the football. He is so strong. You see it. And that 20-yard run with him, well, man, I'm telling you, Braylon and Breece is going off. Now, going to the defensive side of the ball, Ted, because you're giving us some takes right now, man. We lose Jermaine Johnson, torn Achilles. Will McDonald has 3 sacks.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the Jets' pass rushing situation at this point? And is it at this point as well? Is it paramount that the Jets get something done with Riddick as soon as possible?
No, I think what you're going to see is if we win, we play. Who do we play next? The Vikings. And then we play the Broncos.
Are you talking about the Thursday night game? The Thursday
after
night
the
game is the
Patriots.
Patriots.
After the Patriots.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
After that, we go to London.
Okay.
We go
Yeah.
to
No.
London
After
that, and then
after the Patriots, we play the Broncos. Then it's the Vikings.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I can see, depending on how we play, if say we win the next two games. I mean, I don't know how much of a hurry there is, quite honestly. Joe, what are you going to get from the guy, right? You don't know what kind of shape he's in. You don't know. You don't know our some of our younger players. I hear that Eric Watt's going to play possibly this week. So maybe we put those guys in there, see what we have, and if we're 4-1 or 4-2, maybe he comes in. But what's his salary, Joe? We already finished 30% of the season.
Well,
so what does he get paid for 66% of the season?
I don't know.
We don't know if he's out of shape or not.
Well, I don't
know.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
I would guess that he's not out of shape. There's been he's definitely put up a lot of videos of him working out. But I'll tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get him signed and you can't get an edge rush on any of these teams and you struggle, especially again, you're coming in and these teams are going to be able to identify that you only have one edge rusher, you're going to get cooked. And if you get cooked in a year, if I'm Joe Douglas and I'm Robert Saleh, I know that the seat is hot. And I know if I don't get something done here, and I don't get to the playoffs, I could be up out of here. You look at that Niners game, we struggled to get to Purdy, and we watched him just rip us up. We saw it, from finding, I think it was like a 34-yard bomb to Hughes check, and we sent the 4-man rush and couldn't sniff him, nothing. So
yeah, that was a debacle of a game.
Yeah, I think you gotta do what it takes to get the job done. Okay, if he wants 23, I mean, at this point, he has leverage because we ain't got nobody else, and Jermaine Johnson ain't coming back not after that torn Achilles. Pay him so that you can push forward.
1 year only, though. 1 year only, Joe. He's not getting 3 years out of us.
You better give him something because I tell you what.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to the playoffs and you're going to survive with one edge rusher, good luck. Good luck.
I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking Debbie and Clowney, though, Joe, on a trade. Carolina might be sellers, What about your Debbie and Clowney? We were sniffing around him for a while before, they signed him in Carolina.
Yeah.
That team's going nowhere, Joe. You know what I mean? Maybe we can get him, and then maybe Hassan will decide to sign. Can you imagine the upgrade if you got those two guys?
Yeah, I mean, but do you have enough cash? That's the question. And a lot of things going forward at Clowney, it depends on what they'd be willing to give up for him or what the Jets would be willing to, move on and make that trade. But still, you're looking down a situation with Hassan Riddick. You got to get it done. And then the question is, if you can't get something done with Hassan Riddick because you don't want to pay him, I'm looking at Joe Douglas and I'm saying to myself, well, what did you trade for him for? Because everybody and their mama knew he wanted another contract. Everybody. That's the only reason he was available. Right. So it's big questions going forward. I hope the Jets can figure things out because if Will McDonald's going to be the only guy, Saleh better adjust that defensive scheme and start blitzing. Because if you don't get pressure, I don't give a crap what quarterback it is. If you don't get pressure and they have all day, they're going to find somebody. We've seen it. We've seen quarterbacks that we didn't think were very good at all. I remember last year. After the Cowboys game, we barely got anything on Dak Prescott, right? We got cooked by him. We went to a Patriots game. We didn't have any sacks on Mac Jones, and they beat us too.
Yep.
I remember that game. We didn't get any pressure on him, and they beat us too. So we've got to get it together, man. We've got to get it together. So as we continue to talk about this team, Ted, let me tell you something, man. We got the Patriots coming up. I'm worried about Ramondre Stevenson. I'm always worried about Ramondre Stevenson. The passing game, but the Jets are struggling to stop the run as well. We know he'll carve you up in the running game too. Are you concerned about him as well?
No, Joe, because they have
talk that talk.
Their leading
Ted.
receiver, Joe. Their leading receiver is Jalen Polk. He has 28 yards receiving in 2 games. Okay, let's stack the box. Okay. I think all their receivers have less than 100 yards receiving.
Okay.
Their biggest receiver is their tight end.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they got Austin Hooper.
He's got the most yards. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's stack the box. I'll tell you one thing. Jacoby Brissett is not going to get out of some of the sacks that Will Levis did, because he was a magician in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think we stack the box, we limit Lamadre, and I don't fear any of the Patriots receivers. The tight ends I might a little, but another good point that somebody brought up, Joe, and you brought it up earlier, is the speed of Quincy Williams and Sherwood.
Yeah,
okay?
Jalen Sherwood.
When CJ went out, a lot of the Titans' routes in the first half were underneath and drag routes. Okay, and in the second half, it kind of quieted down. And then in one of those passes that they threw at Sherwood, hit Sherwood in the back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you remember that play, like the receiver was not even open. That speed is only going to make us better. So I'm not concerned with the Patriots receivers. I say we get on top of them early. We play defense. We stop the run. We don't self-destruct and commit ridiculous penalties. And we just I would be conservative and don't make the mistake, ease into the game, and then see what they have. Because if we stop the run, they're not going to be able to move the ball, quite honestly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a kicking game.
How many yards do you think Aaron Rodgers throws for in this game? Final question.
Depending on the weather, if the weather's good, I'm probably on the same 200.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maybe we rely on the running backs more, and then the short passing game and the running game, than that. He can be a game manager for a while, Joe. Okay. So we play Buffalo, and then maybe Mike Williams be 100%. And then we'll need Mike Williams. We'll need the tight ends a little bit more.
Yeah.
To open the game up. They'll be ready to go then. Yeah. That's the way I'm looking at it. 19-10 Patriots, Joe. I'm sorry, 19-10 Jets over Patriots. Sorry,
okay.
Joe.
Okay. You was about to hear something else. There was going to be a completely different sound.
Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe.
There was about to be a different sound, Savages. Listen, your take is your take. I'll let you roll with it, but there was definitely going to be a different sound. He switched it up and said Jets. Listen, Ted, I want to thank you for calling in. It's always good hearing from you. We haven't heard from you in a little bit, man, but it's always good hearing from you. Thank you for calling in, man.
Thank you, Joe. I'll be around. You have a good evening.
Absolutely. You have a good one. I was like, okay, he's taking the pay. Okay. He said, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. All right. Jets. I said, okay. All right. Y'all was about to hear something different. That's all I'm going to say. Salute to all the Savages in the chat. Give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. All right. Hit that notification bell. So when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Salutes to all the Savages in the chat. All right. We'll come to y'all in between calls. Adrian in the chat, Savage, says, you have to get Reddick in a Jet uniform as soon as possible. It's a mistake not getting him on this team. Okay. Man, I'm telling you something. Boy. I remember people saying he ain't got no leverage. I remember people saying he going to sign, Joe. Don't worry about it. He going to sign before voluntary. He going to sign before mandatory. He going to sign during training camp. Oh, Joe, don't worry about it. He going to sign in 48 hours before the game. Oh, Joe. Nothing. We'll see, man. We will see, okay? One pass rusher. It's rough. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking all callers, okay? Next, we're going to Rusty, man. We are going to Rusty, all right? And he's got some takes for those of you that do not know. Listen, Rusty, this guy's bringing fire, and he is a savage. Savage! Rusty salutes.
Oh, boy.
Man, oh, man.
Salutes, fam. Salutes,
Listen,
fellow savages. Oh, boy.
Listen, we talking that talk. We already know Rusty going to bring that fire. Rusty, the Jets beat the Titans 24-17. A sloppy victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yep.
Okay, we'll take that. But I want to start, man. Listen, we lose Jermaine Johnson for the season. Tears his Achilles. Will McDonald has 3 sacks. What do you make of this Jets pass rushing situation at this point?
not allowed to swear, but that ultimate cluster F, you know?
Thank you. Please
like,
don't swear. You bring in the fire. Go ahead.
Good God. I mean, we finally get a guy from a Florida college and reverse that curse.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that Achilles is just like, hey, remember me? It's like, yeah, sort of do. And then thank God for, always open, good old serving it up, McDonald. We were saying that he was going to be good doing this thing, people just got to chillax. But, God, man, like now Riddick has us by the short and curlies, So you got to pay the man. And then which is also that domino effect of what are we going to do when we got to pay Sauce, we got to pay Garrett, we got to pay, or other dudes got to eat next coming up. So, oh boy.
Well, if you listen, if you did,
it's not easy being green, just like Kermit always says.
Oh yeah, it's not. I'll tell you what. But listen, if Joe Douglas did not want to pay this guy, you should not have traded for him. Shouldn't have traded for him. All right.
Very true.
Here we are in this situation, and me and you talked about this, Rusty. That's what's crazy about this, because I remember we were the ones
on the same
saying,
pages.
Yeah, we were the ones saying, this is a little strange. Last year deal. Does anybody think that he might hold out? Oh no, Joe, shut up. Oh, Joe, he'll stop. And I remember you coming on being like, Joe.
What do you know?
Yeah.
we
I remember you
stuff,
coming
man.
on being like, Joe, yeah, I'm kind of with you, man. I don't know what's going on here. Like, this is strange. And here we are sitting at this situation. And so, I think the Jets have to get a deal done here. They've got to bring this guy into the building, because you cannot go throughout the rest of this season solely depending on one edge rusher in a league that is literally about passing the ball. You can't do it.
Facts, Sam.
You can't do it. Like, I don't give a crap what quarterback. Never mind Herbert and Lamar Jackson and Mahomes.
It could be Sam Darnold.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's ridiculous like that, man.
I mean, you can't do that. Quarterbacks will cook you in this game, so you have to go get another guy. You look at these top defenses in the league, these top teams that we hope to face in the playoffs. They have multiple pass rushers. We learned that against the Niners. For those of y'all that didn't know, everybody's just worried about Bosa. I've been telling y'all about Warner and all the rest of those other guys, and then you met them up close and personal. Woo! Maybe they look a lot different.
And then they got smoked by the Vikings. So what does that say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's serious out here. Even the Vikings, they got some guys they can throw at you too. So it's like,
not liking that one, but it's true.
It's you gotta get it together. And so I'm thinking the pressure to get Riddick a deal and get him into the building is at an all-time high at this point, right, Rusty?
Very much so, man. Like, it's got to be something too. Like, they got to figure out something. They have to, be like, look, man, we'll give you 50-50 on jersey sales just to get back, all that. Like, you got to think of something. And, be like, oh, man, so hot dogs cost $27.50 at MetLife. We'll give you half of that. All sorts of stuff. Mm-hmm. Parking. I don't know. They gotta figure something out, because say we sign him tonight or tomorrow or whatever. I don't think he's eligible to play until Denver or maybe London, something weird like that. I think it's 2 games or something. So, oh man. And, the Patriots don't make it any easier. Nope. Yeah, Bill might be gone, and same with that shady Brady. Mm-hmm. But, I suffer from PTSD, and that's Patriot Traumatic Post Syndrome or whatever. And it's just, it doesn't end, man. It doesn't end. Just when you think they're going to be horrific, it's like, oh,
what's crazy?
They just stick around. They're such mass holes. I said MASS. Holes, but
watch it, because YouTube stills. You got to watch it. But I
know. That was a little jabber I threw in there. Yeah, I kept it. Kept it PG-13.
Yeah, but here's the deal too. When you talk about us facing the Patriots, and I'm looking at this situation here, the Jets had 70 penalty yards in this game against the Titans. Man, I mean, when you look at that situation, man, are you concerned about this Jets continuing to have these issues with penalties, man?
Yeah, especially too in the first. All right, so whatever, we cleaned it up after halftime, but lots of damage can be had. You can lose a game, in the half. It happens. Happens to us.
Yeah.
Happens around the league.
Yeah.
And, you kill that morale, dunzo. And especially, too, with bonehead type of penalties, holding here, holding there. And then plus the Zebras never call holding on us whatsoever. How many times were our guys held and everything, especially, too, when Levitt or whatever Levi's, whatever his name is, just ran through us. When we had him all gobbled up, and it's like, yeah, guaranteed sack, and all of a sudden he pops out the middle and carves us up and almost gets a score at the end. It's like, oh, come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's phantoms.
Yeah,
things like that. We got to. It's never in our favor. So true.
We've got to clean it up.
We got to be extra diligent.
I want to talk to you about this offense as well, Russ. You got this double back system. Brees and Allen, man, they were just cooking against the Titans. What are your thoughts about what you saw from both of those guys, man?
Holy moly, bro. Holy moly. Like, all right, so obviously both me and you watch college football, but him, he looks like, he's a big kid, but usually you don't look that much bigger until year 2 in the NFL or something. Like, yo, he is big and he's fast.
Yep.
And I just hope we don't do the stupid thing and let Brees go after this year and keep him around. I want to keep both of them around for, but I don't know, man. Like and then that's another thing too. We should play that double-headed monster and not wait to the second half. Give them a 1-2. And if we're going to be predictable and run the ball the first 2 plays and not even do a play action or whatever, put both them in.
Yeah.
Leave one as a fullback and the other as a running back and do whatever.
Yeah.
Let everybody up.
Yep. I mean, I don't know we'll see what the future holds with Brees Hall, but this tandem back system is going to be. It's going to give a lot of defenses issues. I'm telling you right off the bat, it's going to give a lot of defenses issues because both of these guys, I mean, Brees Hall is very slippery. He's faster than you think he is, and he's a guy that's an explosive back that can really handle business. But then you get Braylon Allen, and Braylon gives you a lot of that.
Ugh.
Plus, he is unbelievably strong. If you dare,
he's a trucker, man.
Man, if you dare try to tackle him, you are going to feel it. A lot of guys,
like
you see
you
it when he comes
man,
around that
career.
edge. Yeah,
You're
when he comes around
career.
that edge, when he comes around that corner, Hall and Keister, you better make a business decision, okay? A lot of guys making business decisions around here. I'm going to just go down and live for another play, okay? I'm not going to try to hit this guy, this moving brick wall. I'm not trying to do that, okay? I'm just going to chill out. You go ahead and get these 2-3 yards. Yeah, I'm going to let this linebacker deal with you. I'm not going, so – I'm telling you, it's
linebackers are even scared.
Yeah, and again, both of those guys can catch the football coming out the backfield too. That's something that we're seeing, and I'm telling you, Braylon's a young guy and handling business in that matter. So I'm.
Dude, he's not even allowed to have a beer, even if he wins the Super Bowl. That's how young he is. Like,
I think what was it that Aaron Rodgers is like? Aaron Rodgers has been in the league as long as he's been alive, or longer than he's been alive, or something like that. That is insane.
I think the kid still might have been in the womb while Rodgers was playing. I'm not even kidding.
It's insane. It is insane to watch that. Speaking of Rodgers, what were your thoughts about his performance against the Titans, Rusty?
I think that it was good. Can't knock the Hall of Famer. But I think Hackett is an issue, just being like, how about this play? How about this? And throwing it out there. So then Rodgers has to go through the laundry list of, no, that can't work. This can't happen, because they're bringing it down to 1 second where they should be hiking it between 5 and 3 seconds. Don't be predictable to the defense, because when it hits 2 or 1, you can pin your ears back and jump the snapper and be quicker than an offensive line.
Yeah.
So I just think Rodgers has to be like, Hackett, you're a hack. Go play with marbles on the sidelines and let me just do what I have to do. And don't give me these boneheaded, stupid, plays that I have to just constantly take it down to 1 second and then get calling timeouts and get a delay of game as like you said, 20-year in the league, and he's bringing it. That's unheard of, man. Like,
Yeah.
It was driving me absolutely bonkers insane. And I'm sure you were in the same boat with that too.
It was insane. It was
that first half was dreadful.
The too many veterans on this team to have that play clock dragging down the way that it is, blowing through timeouts so that you don't get delay of game penalties is just, it's insane. But
for real,
now we got the Patriots coming up, man, and there's so many things moving and shaking surrounding that. I want to get your thoughts on this, man. Are you concerned that Sulla will be able to have this team prepared, ready to go, coming out with their hair on fire, okay, against the Patriots on such a short turnaround?
I think so on this side, on the defensive side, but I pray that Rodgers takes over for Hackett. And I think, too, that Ulbrich, I think he lost his firm control. Thank God, because during halftime, it switched. I think that Saleh was like, all right, you got full control during the Niner game. Look how that turned out. Then he's like, all right, they're going to give you to halftime to see what you do with Tennessee. And I think Ulbrich is in that similar boat, not as bad as Hackett, but I think he's in that similar boat to where after that, Saleh was like, you know what, I'm taking over defensive. It's coming through me to get, you know what I mean, to see what's going on. And because what was it? We only allowed, 3 points in the second half or 7? Something like that?
I think it was 7 because they got that touchdown. They got that 40-yard touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They did get the tutty.
Yeah, it was 7.
Yeah. So I think I think Saleh had, he's like, all right, look, Ulbrich, everyone's giving you a job no matter what. You're going to be a coach somewhere. But I kind of, I want to be a coach here, So my job's on the line. So I'm pulling the plug on you and doing it this way. So, because you could tell by the adjustments that it was completely different, too. So unfortunate that we lost Mosley, but it could have been a blessing in disguise. Weird to say in that sense because, Surratt replaced him, and all of a sudden we were faster. And, what was his name? McGregor, he stepped up. I hope that we bring in also LT3. I hope he's dressed for the Patriots. We got to plug those holes and stop the run game because, oh, my God.
Ramondre Stevenson.
The Patriots will smoke us, man. Just running.
Stevenson.
And
every year.
It's true.
Ramondre Stevenson
I hate to
every year kills us. Every single year. Every year, Ramondre. It doesn't matter whether Mac Jones is the quarterback, whoever it is. Every time we roll in there, Ramondre Stevenson is just lighting us up. Whether it be running the football, coming out the backfield, catching the football. He gives us issues every single year. I cannot wait until they trade him or something. He's got to get out the AFC East.
Yeah, he's got to go.
He's got to go.
Yeah, he's got to go.
I am
he was
tired
like
of
Marshawn
Ramondre
Lynch was
Stevenson.
part of the Bills.
Yeah, I'm tired of
Stinks,
Ramondre
man.
Stevenson, man. I'm tired of him. All right, I'm
with
tired of
you.
him every time we play the Patriots. I can't stand that team, but I am tired of Ramondre Stevenson. Give me your 3 keys to victory for the New York Jets against the Patriots.
Come out fast, and for the love of God, make an adjustment before halftime. Like, it could be 8 plays in, It doesn't have to be like, oh, yeah, let's just let it go until half and then do it. No. You see something, you nip it in the butt. You know what I mean? It's like a little kid, like, don't keep on touching the hot barbecue.
Yeah.
It's like, take the kid away from the barbecue,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that, come out fast, and if you on the defensive side, just contain. You know what I mean? Just contain and just please do not let us lose to the Patriots even without it. Just I really do suffer from Patriot traumatic disorder. It stinks to admit, man.
Give me your final score prediction. Things. Give me your final score prediction. Jets, Patriots. Who do you think wins? Who do you think loses? How do you think it ends up?
I think it's going to be another sloppy one, but, good teams do win sloppy games. And, our offensive line does have to click and, getting on that same page. And it seemed like they were starting to do it, more and more. I think it's going to be sloppy, and I think the Jets somehow pull it out 23-20.
Okay.
So
let's go.
Yeah.
I got to slide off, Rusty. Thank you so much for calling in. Next time I have a show, I want to hear from you.
Absolutely, Joe. Let's go Jets. And shout out to fellow Savages. And, hey, Joe, your USC better beat Michigan this Saturday. You know? Come on. I want to beat you in the freaking Big Ten championship, fam, and just show you who's supreme.
Listen, we're going to take care of business. Don't you worry about it. You have yourself a good one, Rusty. Listen, it's SC over here. Fight on. Okay? Fight on. Don't worry about us. We got everything covered. We're going to handle business. Okay? Salutes to Rusty again. I want to thank him for calling in. All right? Listen, we got a lot of things moving and shaking. Michael Piper in the chat salutes Savage. He says the pony package is going to dominate. Once defenses start fixing on Allen, it opens up Brees for some really big plays. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm telling you, that double back package, something else. It's something else, okay? It's something else. Adrian Gutierrez says Purdy got sacked 6 times versus the Vikings. I'm telling you. They got guys like, man, I watch other teams, man. I'm a Jets fan through and through. I love football, though. I watch other teams. Let me tell you. They got some guys. This is not I told you the Titans defense is no joke either. They got some guys. Landry, they got a couple guys over there to get after you, and we saw that. The Jets were still able to make some things happen, and we got out there with a great victory. But it was hard fought. Hard fought. All right. Bree, salutes to you, Bree. Good to see you in the building as well, Savage. Bree says, how could Reddick walk into our locker room after JJ and Mosley and the glaring need through 3 halves for a pass rush and expect to be welcomed with open arms is beyond me. I understand what you're saying, Bree, and I get it, right, on a moral level. But here's the deal. If those guys want to win, they'll go, hey, listen, you know, and I think, you know, guys have come out and talked about not really being worried about his situation because they know they're players as well. They know what it's like when they want their moolah too. You know, at one point they were all in Jermaine Johnson, his contract situation is upcoming, but at one point they were all, you know, trying to get that moolah. Look at Mosley. He left, you know, the Ravens came over here, highest at the time. I think he was the highest paid linebacker in NFL history, I believe. You know, so they understand, hey, guys want to get paid, so they understand where he's coming from. Of course, they'd rather have him on the field, but they understand, you know, and everybody pretty much when asked about that situation has said that they'll welcome him with open arms when he gets into the building. So, you know, we'll see. Again, I'm hoping the Jets get something done because one pass rusher for the rest of the season, I don't know, man. Give you guys my final score prediction as we close out the show here. You look at the Patriots, man. This upcoming game, Thursday night, it's a short week. The Patriots, you know, offensive line is beat up pretty bad. They're all dealing with some type of injury. I don't think any of them practiced on Monday, to my knowledge. So we'll see, you know, what happens. We know the Patriots in the past have been prone to playing with the injury report. But Gerard Mayo is there now. Belichick is gone, so maybe that hasn't changed. Maybe it has. We don't know. But their offensive line is a bit beat up. All those guys are dealing with some type of knick-knack injury. I'm very concerned about Ramondre Stevenson, as I said throughout the show. This guy gives us issues. And with us struggling against stopping the run, that feeds right up his alley. Like, we got to watch that. We cannot let him get off. Jacoby Brissett isn't, you know, an amazing quarterback, but he's still a good quarterback in this league, and he can handle business. And he also can move a bit outside of the pocket. Isn't the fastest guy, but he can utilize his feet to, you know, move the chains and get some things rolling. So we got to contain him. Our pass rushers got to get after it. You know, Will McDonald, it's all on you, baby. We got to get to him. And also, Sulla's got to change some things up. We got to send some blitzes, too. Get some heat on this guy. Don't let him sit back there and find guys. Because Jacoby Brissett he's a solid quarterback, man. He'll put some things together. You give him enough time, he'll consistently find his guy. Man, I'm looking at the offensive side of the ball, and I'm saying to myself, we got to run the football effectively. We got to run the football effectively. Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, let's get it going on the ground, okay? Get it going on the ground, all right? Get some things moving, get some things shaking there, and I think it opens up. I think Garrett Wilson is going to have over 100 yards in this game. I do not fear their corners at all. I know Juwan Bentley is dealing with the injury as well. I don't think he practiced Monday either. Last I saw, he was doubtful for the game, but they still got some other guys there that can get after it. So, but we protect well. So our offensive line is really good this season so far. So I'm not really worried about any of that. I just want to make sure that we effectively run the ball. I'm just a bit more worried about our defense getting carved up by Stevenson. Also Hunter Henry as well. We know we have a history of having issues with tight end, but their wide receiver core does not scare me at all. From KJ Osborne to Jalen Polk, I'm not worried about any of those guys. But their tight end room with Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, those guys are some guys that I'm worried about. But with all that said, man, I am taking the Jets to beat the Patriots. 23-10. 23-10, I'm taking the Jets. So with that said, we're going to close out the show. I want to thank everybody for listening. It's a phenomenal show. We had a lot of good callers, all right? A lot of good callers talking that talk tonight, all right? Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love going back and forth with you folks about what I do here on the show, all right? I'm also on Twitter as well. Going over to Twitter, type in Long Beach Joe Jets, Long Beach Joe Jets. Follow your boy, and I'll follow you right back. And if you troll me, no issues. I'll have my Vera Tucker jersey on at all times. I'll troll you right back with that Vera Tucker jersey on. No issues, okay? All right? Me and Vera Tucker, man. He'll be under that bridge too, okay? He's playing well. I told y'all he's coming back. He's going to dominate. And he's doing just that, okay? That's what we do at SC. We produce winners, okay? Fight on. Fight on, okay? All right? Fight on, okay? So, yeah, go ahead and troll me. We're also on YouTube as well. Going over to YouTube, Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Type that in the search bar. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so when I post content, you will be in the know, okay? And if you want to troll me, get in those comments. Let's go back and forth. And I'll troll you right back. And as always, people, when you see me in person, it is arms out, chest open, free hugs for everyone. Free hugs for everyone. The hugs will cost you absolutely nothing. All right? No matter what anyone says, the hugs are always and will remain absolutely free. All right? I want to thank you folks for calling in, savages in the chat, any way that you interact with the show and your boy. I want to thank y'all because without y'all, man, I'm absolutely nothing. Thank you for taking the times out of your day to interact with your boy any way that you do, okay? It's greatly appreciated, y'all. It's greatly appreciated, I'm telling you, okay? So, until the next show, all right, you folks have a good one. Peace. 1 second, folks. Pow. Okay, listen, folks, I got to get out of here. Look. And let me see here. Okay, my link tree is coming up in the chat. Please click that. If you haven't seen all of my stuff, my link tree has the links to all of my social media platforms. Also has links to all of my YouTube. Reactions will be coming. I apologize for y'all. To those of you that are like, Joe, what the heck is going on? Where are the new reactions? I got to get those out. They'll be coming soon. My schedule's just been wild. Okay, please, please, please forgive your boy. Okay, those are coming. Please subscribe to that reaction channel. We laugh at fools on the internet, and we have a lot of fun over there. So please get involved in that. Subscribe to all those YouTube channels. Also, please follow me across all my social media platforms, which is on there as well, and talk to your boy on there. I go back and forth with a lot of people. And I have a lot of fun doing that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of people. So I get to everybody when I have time. But definitely we have a lot of, good discussions. So please get involved. Even people that just hit me up and just want life advice. There's people that do that. Hey, I give them advice. They say I give great life advice. So please, hit me up. I just call it like I see it. Okay. So please, please, please. Get involved with me any way that you can. We do this show year round. We have a lot of fun doing this show, and we take calls right all throughout the year. This number right here is the number to the show for the foreseeable future. Unless I tell you it's going to change, it's not going to change. My shows generally start at 7 p.m. Eastern on whatever day. The days kind of change Again, my schedule's wild. So just follow me across social media. Everywhere else you will know before I go live, a while before I go on live. Excuse me. You will know that I'm going live, a while before I actually go live. Okay. You will know. Especially, again, if you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and click all so you get all my notifications. You will absolutely know when I'm going live. Okay. I post it all over social media. I also put it on my YouTube stuff. You'll know. Okay. So, yeah. We do the show live at 7 p.m. Eastern. There's people that call into the show before that. It's completely legal to do that. I'm not telling you who's doing it. It's Rusty and Val. Okay, Rusty and Val, but I'm not telling y'all who's doing it, but it's Rusty and Val. They call in early. The show starts at 7 p.m. They usually call in. And from what I know, the lines to the show open at 6:50 p.m. Eastern. There's people that told me it opens way before that. I don't know. Okay. But 6:50 is generally when people will call in. They'll wait on the lines. Show will start at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll talk my talk for maybe 10 minutes, maybe less than that. And I go straight to the lines to talk to the people like I did tonight. And we have a lot of fun doing that. So it's not illegal for you to call in early and wait on the lines. Not illegal at all. It is completely legal for you to do that. And I appreciate y'all that do that. Either way, you're going to be heard on this show. Okay. I get through my callers. I give my callers about 5 to 8 minutes generally to talk. They talk, and I always give my callers the last word. So you will be heard here if you call in and just wait. My wait times are not that long. Okay. So we have a lot of fun, and we do that. And again, when you call in, I can physically see you. Okay. So if you call in and I don't know you by name, I'm going to call out your area code. Please know what your area code is. I had a person once before. I'll never say who it is, but they thought that I had blocked them. And then they thought that I was trying to duck them so they wouldn't come on the show. We'll get to Bree. Yo, Bree says, who knew Joe would name and shame? Wow, Bree. You too, Bree. I didn't think you would do that. Not you, okay? Not you. Taking up for those people. Again, it can be proven, okay? I'm just putting it out. It's not illegal for you to call in early, okay? I'm not. It's not illegal, okay? But if I don't know you by name, I'm going to call you by area code, okay? There was a person that thought I was trying to block them off the show or whatever, and they were upset. We had a discussion, and in that discussion, it was discovered that person didn't know what their area code was, and that's why they wouldn't pick up the line when I would call out their area code. And once they realized, oh, it was on me, I said, yeah, basically the long and short of it, that person was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah, just know what your area code is. And then you'll know. They really didn't know what their area code was. It was crazy. So yeah, if I don't know you by name, please, know what your area code is, because I'll call out your area code. Sometimes even if I know you by name, I'll call out your area code. Okay. So know that, and then, hey, pick up and let's have that discussion. The only thing I don't allow on my show is cursing. Don't do that. Okay. Why? Because this is a family show. We have young people that listen, and also this is YouTube. Okay. This is YouTube. YouTube's very sensitive. Okay. Can't have that cursing on here. Even the words that are close, YouTube will play with that sometimes. Don't come on my show doing that. I'll give you a warning. You keep doing it, I'll get you up out of here. Okay? I'll get you up out of here. Veteran savages have seen me literally just hang up on people. I'm not dealing with that. Don't call into my show cursing. I'll get you out of here. Sometimes I don't even give you a warning. If it's bad enough, I just pull the plug on you. I'm not standing for it. Okay? It's YouTube, and I have to be sensitive to YouTube. YouTube is sensitive. I love YouTube, so I've got to, because if I could I'll just let it fly. Okay. If I could, then I'll just be up here. If I can't let it fly, I can't let y'all let it fly. Okay. I understand things, this team will take you there at times. Also, these games will take you there. But if I can't go there, you ain't going there. Okay. So that's the only rule on my show. All right. Oh, and don't call into my show like trying to yell. Some people have issues like having sound discussion, so they just want to yell over you. I'm not with that either. Okay. Again, I give my callers way more time to talk than I talk. I give y'all the last word on every single conversation. Even if I don't like your takes, I still give you the last word because I want to hear from you. That's what this show is about. Okay. But don't call in here yelling over me and stuff like that. Don't do that, because as the host, I'm also the moderator of the discussion. So I need to hear from you, and my audience needs to hear from you as well to get a clear and concise idea of what the heck your point is, okay? So if you come on here just Tasmanian devil and I'm going to get you up out of here. I'm going to get you up out of here so fast it's going to make your head spin, okay? Don't do that. Don't call in here trying to yell over me, and I'm not going for it, all right? All right. So we also do live watch-alongs during games as well. I'll let y'all know what games I'm going to be watching with y'all. My schedule is so wild, but we watch games together, and then after the games, we have live radio shows, and it's hot, okay? Especially if the Jets didn't do so good, okay? Whoa, those shows go off the rails. No cursing, but they do go off the rails. I will say that, okay? So, yeah, please get involved with that. I'll let y'all know, we're going to be able to do that. I know there's people that's been upset. They like, Joe, what are you doing? Where are the games at? My schedule been wild, bruh. But when I can, trust me, I will be watching games with y'all again. All right? So I'll let y'all know when I'll be able to do that. We'll watch games together and have a lot of fun. And we talk that talk here, and we have a blast, okay? So, yeah, we do that, and we have a good time. We also, from time to time, I'll play video games in here sometimes. It'll pop up. I'll be playing, Street Fighter or something like that. So, please get involved with me when I do that too. We just talk, about life and what's going on. All right. So please get involved. So yeah, that's it. I got to get out of here. My schedule's crazy. Salutes and respect to all the savages. Okay. Oh, also make sure when you call in, your phone line's good. Okay. If you calling me from, the muffler of old Chevelle and I can't hear anything that you're saying, I'm going to move on from you. If you got a bunch of crazy background noise, wind blowing, you in the wind tunnel, you in the trenches and the wind is blowing crazy, I can't hear you, I'm going to get you up out of here, all right? Please, make sure you have a good phone connection and the background's not crazy, because if I can't hear you, my audience can't hear you, what can we do? We can't do anything because I can't hear you, all right? People call me from work sometimes on a jackhammer at the construction job. Put that down, go down the street, and then call in and talk to your boy. Okay, I love that people call me and listen to me when they're at their job, but man, if I can't hear you and my audience can't hear you clearly, what can we do? We can't do anything. Okay, so please, get that money. I'm all about that, player, and I love that people listen to me and call in from, when they working in whatever it is they're doing. Okay, I love that, but I need to hear you clearly and concisely. Okay, so a lot of things moving and shaking. We have a lot of fun over here. Get involved with what we're doing, okay? So, yeah. Bree, salutes and respect to you. Bree really said, who knew Joe would name and shame? That's crazy. That is crazy, Bree. I cannot believe you did that. I didn't think it would be you, Bree. I didn't think it would be you, man. Michael, salutes and respect to you. Good to see you in the building as well, all right? Adrian Gutierrez, always good to see you too. Salutes and respect to everybody, man. Everybody that, came on in. Rusty, salutes and respect to you. Salutes and respect to Mickey as well. Salutes and respect to Andrew as well. Always good to see you in the building. JD, always good to see you. JJ, salutes and respect to you as well. Eminent Wealth and Eminence, salutes and respect to you too, man. Always good to see people just coming on in, man, and talking that talk. Dakota, always good to see you in the building as well. Salutes and respect to everybody, man, that came on by. Said what's up to your boy GVH. Always good to see you in the building as well. A lot of things moving and shaking, man. We have a lot of good time over here, and we have a lot of fun, man. Michael Piper, salutes. All right. KM, salutes and respect to you as well. Good to see you in the building. He says, just got here. Maybe I can catch a show next time. Yeah. We do this show once a week. And again, we do live watch-alongs as well during the games. I'll let y'all know when we're going to be doing games, or when I'll be able to watch a game with y'all live, because my schedule's wild. But we have these shows at least once a week, KM, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern. The days are depending. But again, if you haven't subscribed, KM, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll definitely be in the know when I'm going to go live, because I post hours before I'm going live that I'm going live, and we have a lot of fun. And again, we take live calls, so you can call in. Just no cursing. Okay, that's the only thing I don't have on my show is no cursing. So get involved with everything that I'm doing, and check out everything I got going. So I'm gonna get on up out of here because I gotta go. My schedule's crazy. Listen, folks, it's been Great time with y'all. Listen, be safe, okay? Be safe. Be safe, okay? A lot of crazy things going on in this world. A lot of crazy stuff, okay? Sit down with your friends and your family, eat some good food, man, make some good meals, watch some good TV, and let the people that you love know that you love them, all right? It's important to me in my life. I hope it's important to you in yours, okay? So until